Mr. Beast is no more with us. If you listen this horrible and sad news, how you feel and think, tell us in the comment and hit the ball icon and subscribe your most real and amazing channel. We all believed, without a shadow of doubt, that Mr. Beast, the biggest YouTuber in the world, could never be defeated, that he was invincible. But then, the world heard the impossible. Mr. Beast has passed away. Impossible, right? Everyone wondered, is this real? The man who always triumphed, the one who gave so much, is he really gone? This was the moment when millions of hearts shattered, the world fell into disbelief, and YouTube was left in mourning. Then, an even stranger incident unfolded. Did Mr. Beast really die? Or was there a deeper mystery behind his death? Come with me as we dive into a story where death, suspense, and curiosity collide in the most extraordinary way. You won't believe what happened after Mr. Beast's death, and what his legacy truly means. Are you ready? When the world first met James Donaldson, Mr. Beast was no ordinary YouTuber. He wasn't just another content creator, he was someone whose every video had the power to change lives. Through his challenges, he gave away millions of dollars, planted billions of trees, and started movements like Team Trees and Mr. Beast Burger. Mr. Beast became a symbol of generosity, kindness, and relentless innovation. He redefined what it meant to be a YouTuber, turning what was once a platform for casual content into a space for global change. But as we all saw his empire grow, there was one thing no one ever anticipated. What if he wasn't invincible? What if death would come for him, too? Everything seemed perfect. Mr. Beast's YouTube channel had surpassed millions of subscribers, and his influence was undeniable. But then, one day, the unthinkable happened. The news broke, Mr. Beast has passed away. At first, no one believed it. It couldn't be real, a prank, a hoax, surely. The most energetic and positive person on the internet couldn't just disappear. But then, as days turned into weeks and no one heard from him, a sense of unease began to spread. This couldn't just be another publicity stunt. It wasn't until a mysterious video appeared on his channel that the world was thrust into even more confusion. The video that surfaced on Mr. Beast's channel wasn't like any other video he had uploaded before. The screen was dark, and there was no flashy intro. Mr. Beast's voice, however, was unmistakable. But it didn't have the usual energy. Instead, his tone was somber, almost as if he was speaking from a faraway place. To my dear friends, I know many of you are heartbroken, confused, and lost. But I'm here to tell you something that is beyond what any of you might expect. I've defeated death itself, and I'm going to share with you how. He continued, his voice quivering slightly. This has been the most difficult moment of my life, but the truth is, I did not survive death in the way you think. What you'll hear now is the deepest secret of my journey. The video cut off abruptly. That was it, no further explanation, just silence. The world was left in a state of shock. Was this a final farewell? Was this real? The uncertainty only fueled more questions. Could Mr. Beast really have died? Or was this part of some grand plan? In the days that followed, speculation ran rampant. Some believed that Mr. Beast had truly passed away, but others started wondering if there was something more to his death. A handful of experts claimed that Mr. Beast had undergone experimental medical procedures, treatments so advanced that they bordered on the edge of science fiction. Some suggested that Mr. Beast had managed to preserve his mind, his consciousness, through the latest technology. Had he uploaded his thoughts and memories into a machine? Was he still out there, not in a physical form, but as a digital entity, existing beyond the constraints of life? Could it be possible for someone to transcend death, to live on in a world beyond their physical body? These were the questions that consumed the world, and it seemed the answers would remain hidden for a long time. Months after the announcement of Mr. Beast's death, a new channel appeared on YouTube. It was called Mr. Beast. At first glance, it seemed like Mr. Beast's old channel, same challenges, same format, same giveaways. But there was something off. The energy was different. It wasn't quite him anymore. The videos seemed robotic, almost calculated. The humor, the passion, the soul behind it all was missing. Could it be? Was this Mr. Beast, or was it something else? Was Mr. Beast the digital avatar of Mr. Beast himself, continuing the mission he had started, or was there someone else behind the scenes pulling the strings? It didn't take long before conspiracy theories flooded the internet. Some suggested that Mr. Beast had indeed transcended death, his mind now encoded into a machine that was running his channel. Others thought it was a clever impersonation, but no one knew for sure. Regardless of the mystery surrounding his death, one thing was certain: Mr. Beast left behind an extraordinary legacy. His wealth, while staggering, wasn't what mattered most. What truly mattered was the change he brought to the world. His YouTube channel had amassed billions of views and millions of subscribers. His businesses, including Mr. Beast Burger and Team Trees, had revolutionized industries. His charity work, his generosity, and his constant drive to make the world a better place were his true riches. In the years to come, it was estimated that Mr. Beast's net worth exceeded $1.5 billion, not from simple content creation, but from his far-reaching investments in various sectors. He had become more than a YouTuber. He had become a brand, a movement. His legacy wasn't just in the money he made, but in the lives he touched. But the biggest question still remained unanswered. Who was running the Mr. Beast channel now? Could it really be that Mr. Beast had transferred his consciousness into a digital form, and now he was living on as Mr. Beast? Or was there someone else who had taken over? Was there a team behind the scenes that continued his work in his absence? What was the truth behind the mysterious videos that kept appearing? No one knew, but one thing was clear: Mr. Beast's influence hadn't disappeared. His impact on the world, on his fans, on his followers would never be erased. He had changed the game, and even in death, his legacy was far from over. In the end, no matter what the truth behind his death was, Mr. Beast had left an indelible mark on the world. His story was far from over, and his legacy lived on in every challenge, every tree planted, and every person he helped. Whether he was alive in the digital realm, or whether his channel was being run by a new generation of creators, one thing remained true: Mr. Beast would never be forgotten. The mystery of his death might never be fully solved, but his spirit, his mission, and his heart would always be a part of the world he left behind. So, did Mr. Beast really die? Or is he out there still living, still changing lives, in a way that no one can fully understand? Mr. Beast's death shook the world, but his legacy will never die. His wealth, his stories, and his message will live on forever. And the real question is, what comes next? Will the world ever know the truth behind his mysterious disappearance? Or will Mr. Beast's digital legacy be the thing that changes everything? One thing is for sure: Mr. Beast's name will live on, in ways we can only begin to imagine. Disclaimer: this video is totally reaction-based. We check out public reaction on their beloved celebrity like Mr. Beast. It's not related to reality. This content based on case study and public survey on people emotions and reactions. Stay positive.